It's turned up. Okay, it's up. Okay. Hey everyone, good morning, good afternoon, good afternoon, good afternoon. Hugs, 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 kisses, kisses, kisses. Blessings, 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 everyone. Love and light. So everyone out there today. And also I would like to say, welcome to the Fox Trek baby. Welcome to the Fox Trek baby. Why? Because Foxy Tea is your best tea. Use caution when you sip me, bitch. But this is coffee. Okay. Got my caramel macchiato with the chocolate drizzle, caramel macchiato, cold foam with a chocolate drizzle on top too as well. Mm, mm. I'm sorry, I needed that. Welcome, 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 everyone. Happy Monday. Happy good Monday. Hopefully your week is starting off pretty well, and hopefully your weekend was good as well. Um, we're gonna start off by cleansing the space. Oh, that's why I was looking for the other. I don't know where my other lighter went at, y'all. Like I put it. I put it up, y'all, and then I used it, and then I moved it, y'all. I moved it, but I don't think I moved it nowhere crazy. I moved it right over here, but for some reason I don't see it. I knew I was gonna need that lighter. I knew that was the light I was gonna need. What? I don't see my lighter. Y'all. Like, I see that I had it over here. See. This phone like moving stuff because it never stay wherever I move it. Guys, like what? I really, I'm sorry, I don't know where it went. I really don't know where it went, and I put it over here. Y'all. Y'all. And I had it and I put it over. I put it to the side because I was doing nails, and I put it to the side. And I put it on that side. What? Y'all. Good morning, good morning, good morning. Sorry. Alright. I'm sorry. I guess we just gonna have to go without cleansing the space right now because my lighter is not working. So, and that's an electric, so we ain't even gonna play that type of games. Okay. That is weird. I really put it over there. Anyway, collective. Good afternoon, good afternoon, good afternoon. Good afternoon. Good afternoon, everyone. Love and light, love and light, love and light. To all you guys and girlies out there. I cannot believe I can't find my lighter. I'm gonna have to really looking for it. So let's just start off collective by saying, um, let's start off by saying that's a personal thing, but uh, dripping moon or drippy moon. Oh yeah, dripping moon. You have to book a personal only costs $3 for 30 minutes. Okay. Also, sorry guys, gave it up. That's not what. Use that collector. Thank you for using me as a vessel. as a messenger. And please protect all spirits and energies that's for us, that's not for us, but protect us against those spirits. Please allow any love, light, and energy that's supposed to be here for us. Thank you. Thank you. Ancestors, swear, guys. Amen. Amen. Okay, collective, you have. Okay, me came out first. Me came out first for you, collective. I'm doing the collective reading. At the end, we will see what signs really resonate with this message. Okay, if you're new here, my name is Foxy T, and I am your oracle reader for today. Okay, me collective. It says I allow serenity to reign in me. The love I have for myself invites harmony to settle within my being. I listen to, honor, and strive to fulfill the needs of my soul. So, collective, you're worrying about yourself. You're focused on yourself. You're doing things that make you feel good. You're protecting your energy, collective. And you're not allowing no one to just run over top of you, if that makes sense. You also have elevation. Elevation came out as well, collective. And it says, I free myself from fear and trust the universe. I direct my thoughts to the beauty inside and around me. I use my spiritual strengths and knowledge to create light, and I rise above all doubt. So you're tapping into your spiritual side of yourself. As you are worrying about yourself and doing the necessary things that is meant for yourself, you are also taking the time to tap into whatever it is that you need for yourself, collective, and it's allowing you to elevate at this moment. Okay, so if you find yourself taking a step back from people at this time, collective, you could be very much be taking a step back from your group, your clique, your colleagues, your friend group at this moment, maybe some family as well, collective. I feel like I got hair on my lip gloss, y'all. But I feel that the reason why you're doing this is because yep, it was. The reason why you're doing this is because you're elevating at this moment. You're taking time to actually elevate. So if people like, oh, you're acting funny, you're not going out with us, you're not hanging out with us, or whatever the case may be, you're not worried about that, sweetheart. You're not worried about that. You're doing it for yourself. You're doing it for very good reasons. It's not like you acting funny, like you being a shiesty type of person, like you don't love or care about that person or people no longer. No, you're doing it for you to focus on your energy, your peace, and protecting your peace. You're setting boundaries at this time too, collective. So you're understanding what you like about yourself, what you don't like about yourself. You understanding what you like around you, from your friend group, from your colleagues, from your environment. You're understanding and deciphering what you will rather have in your energy and around you, rather than just place yourself in those places without, or those situations, without taking note that you don't really like being there, or it drains your energy every time you're around them or around that environment, collective. You're taking your me time for yourself. So I see you could be taking spiritual baths. You could be taking just time to yourself. You could be focusing on yourself, giving yourself some type of self-love and self-care. You could be taking time out to have self-care for yourself. You're doing the things that's very necessary for yourself. As you are doing that, you are elevating. Elevation is not doing nothing but allowing you to be better as a human being, better spiritually, energetically, and you're just allowing yourself to shine, collective. So you could be shining in this moment, collective. Okay, you could be really taking a step back, but you're shining because you're doing the inner work. You're taking the time. You might be taking a break from partying too, partying, hanging out on the block, all this stuff that might don't really serve you any purpose to your career or what you want to do in the future. I don't feel like I feel like if it's no significance to your career, your path, your healing path, or anything that is to better yourself, I don't think that you're spending time on it right now. Okay, also you have goodness. You have goodness collective. It says, I refine my character and overcome difficulties by remaining positive. I calm my heart and illuminate my intellect to transform shadow into light. I consciously manifest goodness in and around me. I improve my qualities for the benefit of all. So you're not just worried about yourself. Yes, you're worried about yourself, but you also worried about yourself being a better person to not only yourself, but the people that you may come across to as well. You embody and you hold goodness within your spirit. It's not like you have to be all positive all the time or whatever the case may be because we are human. So if you have any dark or negative type of thoughts throughout the day or whatever the case may be, somebody might rub you the wrong way or something like that. You're human. You're gonna react. You take that, but you turn it into something that will help you in the long run. Like you could take it and use it as a learning process of, if I come across this again, if I come in a situation again with this person or someone else like this person, I know how to handle it. Maybe I didn't handle it as well as I thought I was going to handle it, or I thought I should have handled it, but it didn't go too far. So you very much get pat on your back, pat yourself on your back because you did well. But it is also always room for improvement. So you see that, and therefore you took that negative side, that negative energy, and you turned it into a learning process, a learning tool, a strategy. Like, okay, when I come across this again, this is not going to happen again. I'm not going to, this is not how I would rather react. I'm not too mad about how I reacted, but I know there are room for improvement. There are things that I could have done a little bit better. And you could actually take that to the next level the next time and practice it, really actually think about it and be like, I dealt with this like last week, last month. This is the thing. Here's my time to shine. Here's my time to show what I had learned, collective. So this is the moment, and I feel like the energy and the mood and it's in the space that you're in right now. Okay, so you're you're learning new things. You're being a new you get what I'm saying? And people probably looking at you like, I can't believe it. It is that person would have told me a new butthole, a year ago, but today, what? What? And they might be looking at you a little bit like that. You could be like oh, this person's a pushover, or this person's soft, sweetheart. No, you learned. You acquired knowledge of realizing that they will always get that what they reap what they sow. So they're always gonna get their karma, and it's not for you to create karma for yourself by doing something that you would have done a year ago that would have given you some karma to have to go through later on in life. No, you're not. You learned. You have knowledge. You have spiritual knowledge. Not only do you have, you worked on your spiritual energy as well, and your character. You refined your character too as well, but you're practicing it. You're putting it to use, and not only that, you elevating. Like I said, you have elevation collective. You're elevating. They can't, and it's hard for them to get to you now. So not that it's not that you soft. No. Or oh, they weak, they lost their touch or whatever like that. No, you just know that the higher power can get them way better than you can ever get them. You get what I'm saying? And while the higher power is getting them, you are able to be blessed instead of you reaping what you made for yourself, like the karma that you make for yourself by going back at them. Okay, collective. You are just so much knowledgeable now. And not only that, you know your power now too. Okay, so while they think of that as like weakness or you gotten soft, no, you gotten strategic, sweetheart. You know your value. You know your worth. You know that you only move when needed. Okay, you don't waste your energy on things that doesn't serve you in the long run. And that's where you might have it messed up in the past, but you learned from now. And that's why things are coming into fruition for you, collective. You got positive thinking. Positive thinking. Okay. It says, my life is full of small patches of light. I direct my thoughts to that which brings me well being. See? I place what is waiting for me into the hands of the universe. Little by little, the light awakens in my being and I find serenity. So you end up at peace at the end of the day. Why they seem like they battling some demons and they going through this and they going through that, and it's seeming like you're untouched. You're untouchable, collective. You did what you were supposed to do because you kept that positive mindset and said, hey, this doesn't deserve my energy. Hey, I'm not going to allow this person to get me out of my character. Hey, we on another level over here. We elevating. So when you elevate, and a lot of people don't understand that, when you elevate of some sort and you do things a little differently, well, yeah, when you're in a different space, you end up doing things a little differently because you're in a different type of space. You have a lot more to lose than you once did before. Now, a lot of times we be hanging around people that ain't got nothing to lose. You get what I'm saying? And at one point we was at the same space where we had nothing to lose too as well. So we was just doing stuff willy nilly. You know what I'm saying? But now as we gotten to the point where we elevated of some sort and we did the inner work and we felt that goodness and that light that's within us, we realized like, oh, we got a lot to lose. You get what I'm saying? So we gotta operate a little differently. We gotta move a little differently. You get what I'm saying? And every battle that is presented to you is not yours too as well. We gotta understand that too. Because a lot of times we be fighting a good fight, but it ain't ours to fight. And then we sitting up there. It's not even that we even living and enjoying the life and enjoying being here on earth or anything like that. It's like we're fighting all our lives, just the whole time, just fighting to survive. You get what I'm saying? And I feel like that you did the inner work where you don't know, you no longer need to fight to survive, but um you're able to experience and live your life instead of trying to survive, fight it. We don't have to fight everything. Okay? Sorry. Sorry. I need a little of that. Um yeah, we don't have to fight everything. We have a different type of mindset. We realize that positive thinking does get us a long way. We don't always have to fight fire with fire. You know, love and kindness do get us far, even though it might take a little longer. See, people want stuff real fast. People want stuff right then and there, thinking that, oh, it's not happening right now, so I gotta make it happen. And not saying that you don't need to move and do what you have to do and do the work. No, I'm not saying that. But at some point, sometimes we don't need to rush it because that may not be what we need at that moment. We might want it, but we may not need it. We may not even be ready for it. We be saying we want it and don't even be ready for it. So the universe knows and the creator knows and the higher power knows when we are ready for it. So it's gonna come when needed. And we learned patience. I feel like you learned patience with out of this too as well, collective. Also, you have in God's hands. What did I say? What did I say? What I just say, y'all? It say my trust in life is implicit. God's greater knowing and greatest love guide my heart and my choices. My faith is steady and I remain true to my light. Everything unfolds according to God's will. What did I just say? And I'm sorry, but it does. It happens when it needs to happen, not when you want it to happen, but it's just not going to happen like that. But believe me, when it do happen, you gonna be full with so much gratitude, and you gonna be so equipped to handle it. Once you get it and you receive the abundance, you're gonna be able to hold it and keep it for as long as you need to, instead of fumbling the ball. You get what I'm saying? A lot of people fumble the ball. They get stuff that they're not ready for, and then they end up what? Fumbling the goddamn ball. But you ain't fumbling no balls, collective. I feel like you did the work. You elevate and you stay in the positive and you're thinking in your mindset, and you're allowing things to go as planned. You as the creative plans. Okay, release, collective, release. Release. It says I stop fighting my fears and the hardships of life. I control my thoughts, live in the present moment, and accept each stage of life. I work on what I have power over and put into God's hands what I can't change. I trust that everything will work out for the best. So you're releasing yourself from that pressure. You're releasing yourself from that I need to do it right now type of energy, or I need to get this done, that worry, that pressure energy. Okay. Yes, pressure makes diamonds, but too much pressure might get you. You get what I'm saying? So you're releasing what is not for you, and you're handling what is. So whatever is not for you to handle, you leave in God's hands and allow the universe to do its work. Because they can do it best. And you handle and tackle what you need to handle. Thus, you work as a team, and that's how things end up elevating and you get things done, collective. Okay? So, um, collective, you have peace. Peace, collective. Have peace. Okay. It says, I am unwavering in the face of fear. I come to my senses and embrace challenge. I am determined to think with gentleness and calm. I find inner silence and become a manifestation of peace. So, like I said, by you doing all the things that you did, you find yourself a little bit more peaceful than you ever have been in your life. Sometimes we do need to take a step back and just take time for ourselves and redirect ourselves. You get what I'm saying? Figure out if we're on the right direction that we always wanted to be on. Because sometimes we get distracted and get turned around, and we end up following somebody else, and then end up somewhere else we didn't even meant to be. Like we didn't even see ourselves being, and we don't even know how to operate there, because that's not our path. So then it might take, and a lot of times we be taking on other people's energy too. You be sitting around with your homeboys, your homegirls, or whatever like that, and you be sitting up there wondering why your spirit's so uh 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 like ruffled, and you just always irritated or whatever like that, but you forgot that you was just with your homegirl or your homeboy, and they was fussing about their boyfriend or their girlfriend cheating or bothering them or whatever like that, and then they was fussing about them and whatever like that, and you was like yeah, in agreement with them and understanding them, but not realizing that they're projecting and putting on their negative type of energy and worry and stressing onto you. And thus, when you separate from them and go your separate ways, now you all ticked off and triggered and irritated when you come across somebody that might bump you by mistake, walking past you or something. You're like, oh my gosh, like everything just happened. And then you might think to yourself, like, dang, why am I just so easily triggered right now? Think about the last two, three, four people you was just around. Think about how their energy was. Pay attention. Pay attention, because they could be your best friends. They could be your sister, your brother, your cousin, your aunt, your uncle. It doesn't matter. Your mother, your father. It doesn't matter. But if they got you on the phone all night talking about this and this and that and this and that and gossiping and just down talking everybody, whatever, like that, that energy goes on to you. Okay, and then you find yourself walking down the street and you sit up there and be like, "Ah, why she got that on?" The whole time, normally you wouldn't even worry about what that person got that on for, or wouldn't even bother your spirit like that if you wasn't just on the phone all night long with your homegirl. You get what I'm saying? And y'all talking about the new girlfriend that her baby father got, and she want to talk all bad about her. And you're a good wingman, good wing person, and you just like, yeah, 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 like, yeah, got your front back. But the whole time not realizing that that person is putting that energy right onto you, that's not even yours. That's not even yours. You could do you do well without other people energy sometimes. Okay, sometimes we don't even know ourselves because we be around people every day and their energy projects onto us, and we be thinking that that's us. That this is really how I act. This is really how I be. This is really how whatever, and that's not even you. Once you really, really, really separate yourself from that person and gets back to how you operate and how you move and how you think, then you realize like, oh, I'm, you know what? I don't be fighting all the time like that. Why did I used to think that I was really toxic and was like the ghetto one or the ratchet one or the I fight all the time and up in jail one? You get what I'm saying? Because you was around people that made you be in certain situations. You was in an environment that made you have to act that way, or you adapted that energy, and thus you started evolving into something that could survive in that environment. Take yourself out of that environment, you no longer have to what class? Survive. Like, you'll be able to live and just be you and do the things that you want to do. If you want to plant your garden, work on your garden, little boring stuff that's boring to your friends, but just gives you little joy and just some feel good energy, do that. Sweetheart, we don't live for them. You don't live for your friends. You don't live for your cousin, your brother, the nobody. You live for your goddamn self. I'm sorry. You live for yourself. Do what brings you happiness, yourself happiness. Okay? Because think about it, us going to the club with our friend every Friday or whatever like that ain't, and knowing darn well we don't even like being in the club scene. But we do it for our home girl, because you want to be around her. You might really care for this girl, this home girl, but she do things that you just I'd rather you not invite me to. But you don't want to seem like you're a bad friend. You get what I'm saying, collective? So you end up going. You get what I'm saying? So you in environments that you wouldn't even want to go in. So it's bringing her joy, it's bringing her happiness. She on the dance floor, she going, she sweating, she having a good time, she getting drunk. You get what I'm saying? You probably the designated driver because you really not in the scene like that doesn't really excite you. The guys there to try to hit on y'all don't excite you. You don't take up or nothing that was going on, but your friend having a field day. You get what I'm saying? Because that's what she likes to do. That's what brings her joy. So, when it comes to you, do what brings you joy. If reading a book is what brings you joy, that do it. Okay, that's not boring. That's boring to people that don't find no interest in it. Just like going to the club could be boring to people that don't find interest in it. It's boring to me. Like, what am I just stand there? But like, I can't get jiggy with this shit. Like, I can't. Like, what am I do? And I'm gonna go there to spend a lot more money on a drink that I could have went to the bar and got a whole bottle of for the same price. Oh no, I don't like that. That don't y'all know it's sit right with my spirit. I can't do it. I'm a Capricorn. I don't even operate like that. I don't even do that stuff. Like, come on, you get what I'm saying? But you find yourself doing stuff like that because what? You're with your friend. That's what your friends like. So collective, you probably living for yourself now. You doing the things that bring you joy and you pleasure. I'm sorry, and you have to understand, it is nothing wrong with that. It is nothing wrong with that. That's actually what you were supposed to be doing. Just like me, I haven't had intercourse in a long time. Like, I want to say it should be a good 3 years. I mean, 2 years. 2 years. And I feel good. But the thing is, I thought back to myself like, dang, when I had a little boo thing, I used to do it all the time, all the time, all the time, all the time, all the time. And I was trying to think to myself like, what was the what was the issue? Like, why? If I'm good and collective without it, I could do without it, and I'm so fine without it, like for real. And like, why was I, so invested? Because I cared about the other person and I thought that that's what the other person would want, and I wasn't trying to lose my man. You get what I'm saying? See what type of mindset that is. Like, that's crazy. That's a crazy mindset to have. Is so I was living for that person, doing what that person wanted to do, even though it felt good. Like, I mean, I get it, but just hugging and cuddling was like intimacy for me. That was that for me. So I don't have to go that far. You get what I'm saying? But collective, you once you get to yourself and you get to the point where you actually practice and do the things that you like to do, and as far as you would like to go, you will find out that there's other people that's just like you, that you could be with for years, and they don't really have a need to be doing it like that, and they find pleasure in just cuddling and hugging and kissing like you did. You get what I'm saying? So you will find your match collective. What you have, divine fruit, the divine fruit collective. It says, as I work to improve and free myself, I strengthen my foundations. My intellect is light, my heart is warm, and my soul is strength. I am nurtured by the divine sun. The fruit I bear reflects inner light. So you are getting the divine fruit collective. The from the work that you have done. Don't you know when you getting the I want the fruit of my labor. Bear the fruit of my labor. Like, the divine fruit is coming to you. You're going to get this abundance collective because you work so hard on yourself. You work so hard to get to this peaceful type of place. You get what I'm saying? That now the divine fruit coming in. So that person coming in, that good vacation, that good house, that home, that good garden, that good whatever you asked for when you were in that bad spirit of that dark space is coming collective because now you're in the space to receive it. Collective, sometimes we don't be in the right space for us to collect the things that we ask for. You are now in that space. So whatever you have asked for back then, when you was in this negative type of space, it is coming up now. It's coming up now, sweetheart. You're getting that divine fruit. You did your work. You did what you were supposed to do. Just like if you was at a job and you did so well on your job or whatever, and then what? That raise come. This take this as that. This is your raise time. You getting a surprise raise or that surprise because you have elevation, so you have to get you getting a surprise uh raise with a promotion. You getting that promotion that you ain't even think that you could get, that you ain't even think that you was going to get, that you didn't even really even fill out for. But you did the inner work, you did the work, and the people and whoever needed to see it, synced it. The right person synced it. Okay? And you're gonna get that promotion. You're gonna get that. You're getting the fruit. You're getting everything. You're getting everything that you asked for. Collective. You also have affirmation. Affirmation collective. And it says, I listen to myself and acknowledge my needs. I assert myself and retain my power. I am brave and gentle. I don't have to be afraid of others. I respect myself and am respected by others. So you have a type of respect that no one else can really match, collective. And you have it naturally. You don't have it because you're like bullying people into it. You like I said, like you, or they kind of afraid of you, type of respect or whatever. No, you have this genuine respect from people because you give it. It's the type of energy that you give off to people, and the people that you have been very well, that you've been very good to and everything like that. They respect you so much so that they love what you've become. Hey, Delana. I hope that's right. I hope I ain't butchered the name, lady. But Delana, I feel like it's Delana. But yeah, yeah. You listen to yourself. You listen to your body. You listen to what your mind and your spirit needs and everything like that. Instead of letting, like I said, the energy from your little friends and your colleagues and the people that you hang around rub off on you. You're actually listening to what you yourself needs to make yourself feel good, to make yourself just be in a better spirit, a better light. Just be better in a sense. Collective, you're doing what you're supposed to do. And I am very proud of you. That's all I can really say. I'm sorry I had to take a little break. Collective. I was a little thirsty. Doing all that yapping. But collective, I see good things happening, and it's everything that you asked for is coming into fruition. So whoever that was, uh, dripping moon or whatever, and you said need guidance about my career, whatever the case may be, you might be getting that raise. You might be getting, if you did the work, if you did this work, if you took time to yourself, you took time to focus on what you needed to do, did your research, learned a little bit more, just developed yourself spiritually, physically, and energetically, for real. You found peace, found a new way to think and live, and then also you're going to get whatever. You're gonna reach new heights in that career. Okay, correct, collective. You also have serenity, because when you get peace, you get serenity. You get serene, baby, serene. Okay, it's like it say through love, release, and inner work. See. I know peace. I have a gentle view of life, and welcome every step with confidence. I remain brave in the face of fear and have the wisdom to let the universe do its work. You're one with the universe, collective. You're grounded. I feel like that you're more one with the universe than you have ever been in your life since you came from your mama. You get what I'm saying? I feel like that you're more connected with the power that the universe holds, the spiritual connection that you can have with the with the creator collective. I feel like y'all also is just so light in life and happy and joyful and just, I wanted to say joyous, but just so proud of yourself. Collective, I feel like that is giving a sense of proudness, that you're proud of the work that you have done. You did the necessary work that you needed to do for you to elevate, and with that, you allowed yourself to feel proud of yourself. Because you know how we sometimes won't um, pay attention to how we need to clap for ourselves, or we need to give ourselves some type of credit. Collective, I think you giving yourself all the credit that you needed to give yourself. Now, I think you focusing on clapping for yourself. You're not worrying about nobody clapping for you, nothing like that. You clapping for yourself, making everybody else clap for you. You don't, all you yourself here is you clapping for yourself. Like, yeah, I did that. That you didn't even realize that everybody else joined the bandwagon and started clapping with you. You ain't even noticed them clapping. Because you started clapping for yourself. And your clap was so loud and so strong, and the only one you was worried about, that you failed to realize that once you was clapping and so hyped for yourself and proud of yourself, that other people joined in. That is now a whole crowd. You ain't even realize. The only way you'll realize it if you stop clapping and then you still see oh, thank you, but you clap for yourself first. The one that you was worrying about now, collective, is you and your clap. You are proud of yourself. If somebody that not, if somebody thinking that you ain't doing what you need to do, you ain't making no efforts, you ain't elevating in any type of way, it doesn't matter, because you see the goodness in you, you see the elevation in you, and you're clapping for your goddamn self, and you're not worrying about nobody else clapping for you, and that's where you start. But guess what? That ain't where you're going to finish, though. But at the end of the day, you just keep on clapping for yourself. Because like I said, remember when I said the only way you'll hear everybody else clapping for you, or hear who's not clapping for you, is when you stop clapping for yourself. So the key is not to stop clapping for yourself ever. So you'll never know when nobody not clapping for you. Because to you, someone is always clapping. You get what I'm saying? Everybody, someone is always clapping for me. I'm always elevating here. I'm always giving what is supposed to be gave. Because I am who I am. I am the essence of me. Can nobody else beat me? Can nobody try to be me? If they do try to be me, it will never be me, because it'll be them. You understand? And that's all you have to understand. You should be worried about, and that's all you have to get through your head. Clap for yourself. And I feel like this is the moment you will. Because all other people is looking in and trying to hoping that you praying on your downfall. watching. They not even watching to clap for you, sweetheart. They watching to make sure you ain't make it to where they thought that you was gonna make it at, or where you said you was gonna make it at, or where they know that you gonna make it at. Because a lot of times, collective, you could be the type of person that say something and you do what you said. They don't know how you do it. They don't know how long it takes you. But when you say something, next thing you know, you're doing it. And they know, and you're known for that, collective. You might start being known for that very thing, and that's why they're watching to make sure it don't happen yet. So they praying on your downfall, collective. You got being true. Being true. Hopefully you can see that. It says, I am true to myself and others. I remove my mask, stop creating illusions. I have confidence in who I am, and I reveal the good in me. I do not need to hide or prove anything. I replace shame with the power of love and truth. So you're not sitting up there, like I said, you clapping for yourself. You're not worried about nobody else. You're being true to yourself. As long as you're being true to yourself and doing the things that you would like to do, you want to do, that you have interest in, that's what's giving you the confidence to continue doing what you're doing and clap for yourself at the same time. But also allow yourself to have that type of power and confidence about yourself and not fall into the insecure energy, okay? Because a lot of times when we be in an insecure energy, someone projected that onto us. We ain't had it at first. They seen the confidence in you. They seen how much you rode for yourself. You get what I'm saying? And they didn't have it. So they projected their little insecurity onto you. You get what I'm saying? And started putting you down. Started making you feel a little bit bad about yourself so you can doubt yourself. So you can start fearing risk and fearing the ability of yourself and fearing what you could, your abilities and what you could do. And the whole time, that's not even you. You gotta be true to yourself. Do what you normally would be doing. Without them projecting their little energy onto you, normally you would have been like strutting like it was nothing because you didn't have that person in the back of your mind, in your head, saying, oh, that doesn't look right to me. I don't like that. You're not taking their I don't likes into consideration because they ain't got nothing to do with you. You're not hurting them. You get what I'm saying? And you can also remove yourself from them. You don't have to stay where you're not needed, you're not welcomed, you're not liked, you're not appreciated, you're not accepted for you authentically. You get what I'm saying? Or genuinely. I shouldn't have to shape who I am in the way I act, the way I talk, the way I just be me for nobody. Okay? If it ain't your job, because we gotta be a little professional at the workplace. But if they ain't paying your bills, if you know what I'm saying, if they ain't paying your bills, helping you live and survive or whatever the case may be, then why are we doing it? Why are we worried? And I feel like, collective, you're not in the space of you worrying no more. You are being true to yourself, and that's basically all that you're supposed to be doing at this moment, and that is the right thing to be doing. I feel like you're on the right path. You're doing exactly what you're meant to do. I'm sorry, I got a little esophagus. I don't know why I swallowed like that. Okay. Okay. So, collective. You the man. Or the woman. Divine light. is divine light. And it says, I am an expression of love and I shine like the sun. My inner light is my strength and my treasure. My intuition guides me to discover the wonder and goodness of who I am. So if someone always wanting to say that you the hitter to the left of them, or you the ratchet one, or you the ghetto one, collective, you get to yourself and you get back to who you are and you're loving light. You know, you're putting yourself in a space where you don't need to be the hitter to the left of somebody, or you get what I'm saying, because you're no longer being put in situations where you have to take up for someone, where you have to protect someone. You're protecting yourself. You understand, collective? You're being true to who you are and what you need to be being true about in your way. And by you doing that, you're being a little bit more like yourself. Okay? A little bit more like yourself. And you never know what might come out when you start being more like yourself. You know, I'm sorry, I never really been a follower, but I have been a people pleaser too at some sort, because I didn't want to shake up the space or cause no, controversy, because a lot of times I have caused controversy and I always been looked at as a troublemaker, the starter, the or really I was a finisher. But once you finish it the way you finish it, they forgot how I started. I'm just saying, they get a little amnesia, get a little foggy how I started. All they remember is how you ended it, and I'm an ender. You get what I'm saying? I end shit, end it. Who you playing with? Not me, not T. The fuck? I'm sorry, y'all. But anyway, like if we want to see what sign resonates with this energy at this time, and if this is you, sweetheart, just know you on the right track and you about to get everything that you asked for. Okay, so get ready. You should be ready because it's coming, and I feel like it's coming fast. All right, all right, all right, like that. I feel like it's coming fast. I don't know. I feel like that. All right, I'm gonna just let that stay like that. We good. So collective, the signs that resonates with this energy, with this message today. I said this energy. Well, this message today, because I feel like y'all need to find yourself, sweetheart. Stop trying to be somebody that you're not. Stop letting your friends project onto you. Don't be a follower. Be a leader. It's okay to be a leader. I always encourage you to be you, be yourself. And yeah. Okay, so if you are a Sagittarius, well, I'm gonna tell you, Sagittarius came out one time, Aquarius came out one time, Scorpio came out one time, Aries came out one time, Gemini came out one time, Pisces came out twice, Virgo came out once, and Cancer came out once. So if you are and so if you are Sagittarius, Aquarius, Scorpio, Aries, Gemini, Pisces, Virgo, Cancer, this message resonates with you, or you could be dealing with a Sagittarius, Aquarius, Scorpio, Aries, Gemini, Pisces, Virgo, or Cancer. And I would like to say happy birthday to the Cancers out there. I think it's still Cancer season. Happy birthday, Cancers. With that being said, I love you guys. Can you please leave me a loving light for your girl? And can you hit that subscribe button for me too as well? It don't cost you nothing, but it also allows the algorithm to push me out a little bit more, and I get in front of a lot more people so they can see your girl. You know, don't be mean. Hit that subscribe button. You know, also, if you would like to be notified when I go live again, hit that little bell in the corner. Hit that bell in the corner. All it's going to do is give you a notification when I go live, and you can watch me while I'm live, or so I can shout you out and say your name, hey, or you can just get a notification and you can just wait until you ready to watch me, but you can still find my page in my video with ease. Okay. Love you guys. Love you guys. Thank you for being here with me today. Hope you have a good Monday. Hopefully you have a good rest of the week too as well. And I'll see you again tomorrow. We working out here. Yeah. As you can see, I'm feeling I'm feeling a little bit more like myself. Feeling a little bit more like myself. You know, sometimes you gotta take time to yourself. Separate yourself from certain people, and it's not bad people, but just separate yourself from people that project their energy onto you. That just may not be like your own. Take them spiritual baths, take the meditations, take that silence time, whatever you need for yourself. Because trust me, it's very much well needed, and you will see the results at the end. Understand, you will. Okay? Okay. Love you guys. Talk to you tomorrow. Bye, guys. Bye.